Hello and welcome to the third of our This One's Precious Life and Other Stories first page video. Slightly different perspective today. Directly opposite me on the door over there is a banded huntsman. We've called her Lilith, and literally she is pretty much the size of my hand. So while Lilith is hanging over there, I'm hanging here with my book, and Marcy's back, and I'm going to read you a story. So without further ado, what story have we got today? Oh, if only you'd be nice. If only you'd been nice is another one of those stories that I started. I started it for a Tiny Owl project 2014, maybe. And it was one of those stories that was never going to fit 1,000 words, no matter how tightly I wrote it. And I rewrote it out to its organic length while I was in New Zealand in August last year. So a bit like Graceville last week, this is both quite old and very new. So let me find it as the crows go ballistic in the background. If only you'd be nice. 107. So it is it's a Christmas story. It's a Christmas horror story. Um, there are several Christmas stories in this book, and I have written several Christmas horror stories. It says something about my relationship with Christmas, I guess. But here we go. If only you'd be nice. Christmas morning, Charlotte stood at the kitchen sink with the fountain pen, hand shaking, and tried to forget Haley, the Christmas card, the ink bottle, and the vodka lime and soda lunch that started it all. Tried to forget the hurdy-gurdy of tinsel and carols, the cacophony of overexcited small children waiting to sit on Santa's knee, and the boozy vomit churn in a gut clenched too tight. Tried to forget the piercing looks delivered by adults afforded the moral high ground by procreation and a distinct lack of alcoholic lubrication. She tried to forget how she almost pulled off the role of an aunt to a terminally ill niece until she wiped herself out on the bottom step of the platform to Santa. She didn't know if it was the alcohol, the fact she'd already lost most of her dignity, or lingering scraps of magical belief from her childhood that propelled her, crawling up the steps to the foot of the holly-decorated throne, to the highly shined black boots. Before Santa's helper could swoop, he reached over, extending a white-gloved hand to help her up, and she sobbed into the acrylic tangle of white hair, "Please, I need a Christmas miracle." A Christmas miracle? The empathy that barrel rolled through his contemplation unsettled her. And with nothing left to lose, she said, "Yes, I need to get rid of Haley, my housemate." The housemate from hell. Can you make her disappear? And that's it. If only you'd be nice. It was actually a lot of fun to write the original version of it. I went to Facebook and I asked people to give me anecdotes of awful things that housemates had done to them. So everything in that story actually happened to somebody at some point in their life. That's it for today and this week. If you'd like to read ahead, you can go to my website, jodicleghorn.com.au. That is jodicleghorn.com, and go to the inflorescence page. That is my publishing page. You can get a hard copy direct from me, or you can buy a digital version from your favorite e-retailer. And that's it. Until next week, goodbye.